Now let us understand the string compare. So the function used is strcmp. So this function is used to compare two string data, and every character of one string is compared with the corresponding position character of another string here. strcmp function uses ASCII values for comparison of characters in string, and the syntax is as follows: strcmp in the bracket str1 comma str2 close the brace and semicolon. So in this syntax we can understand that we are going to compare str1 with the str2 here, and it returns 0 if there is a complete match. If both strings are matched each other, if both strings are equal, then it returns 0. If it returns a value greater than 0, it indicates that first character that does not match has greater value than that of in a second string here. If it returns value less than 0, indicates that first character that does not match has a lesser value than that of the second string here. Now let us understand the program to compare two strings using the inbuilt function here.
Now let us understand the C program to compare the two strings using a built-in function, that is strcmp. So here I used three header files. One is the standard input output, console input output, then string.h. So I need to use this string.h header file because I'm using the built-in function, that is strcmp, in my program here. So I'll declare the two array strings, one as str1 and str2. The array size is 20 here, and I'll declare another variable k here to store the value. Then printf enter the string 1, then read the string 1, then enter the string 2, then read the string 2 here. Then using the strcmp function, I'm going to compare the two strings, string 1 and string 2 here. If both are equal, then I'll get the return value as 0 here. If it returns 0, then it indicates the strings are equal. So if it returns other than 0, then the strings are not equal here. So I'll compare if k is equal to 0, then both strings are equal, else strings are different here. Now let us run this program, compile, run. I'll get the message as enter string 1, I'll enter America, then enter string 2, I'll enter America. Then I need to get the output as what? Both strings are equal. Now let us see another set of output. Run this program. Then I'll enter the string 1 as America, then string 2 as India. So what I need to get? The strings are different here. So this is how strcmp works here.
Okay, let us understand the comparison of two strings without using the inbuilt function, that is strcmp here. So this function is the inbuilt function. So if I use this function, it will automatically compare the two strings, okay, and give the appropriate output here. Now I would like to write a C program which compares the two strings, okay. So to check whether they are same kind or they are different here. So without using the inbuilt function strcmp function here, okay. So let us consider this program example. Now we'll understand the program by each line here. So first we need to include the header files. So here I included the header as stdio.h, conio.h and string.h. Why I am using a string.h? Because I am going to use the inbuilt function, that is str length, to find out the length of the string here. So the first condition is what? I have read the two strings. So first I will find out the length of the two strings here. If both length are same, then I will go further here. If they doesn't match the length of the strings, then there is no question of comparing the two strings here, right? So first I need to find out the length of the strings. If the length of the string is matched, then I will go for comparison by each character here, right? So here I have declared the two arrays here as a string 1 of 20, string 2 of 20 here, str1, str2. So here I will say it is the strings here. which is of a data type is of what? The character data types. So here I am going to enter the character type of data here. Then I'll declare the length 1 and length 2 and another variable I. Okay, so length 1 which will store the length of the string 1 and length 2 which will store the length of the string 2 here. Then I enter the string 1. Okay, so now I'm going to enter the string 1. So read that using the format specifier %s, then the variable that is str1 here. So suppose consider I have read the string called India. Okay, so string 1 is India. Then enter the string 2, right? So reading the string by using the scanf statement, then string 2. So here I'll repeat that there is no need of using and symbol while using the what to read the strings here. Got my point? Then what I will do, I'll find out. So here I need to enter the string 2. So string 2 I will enter as India also. Getting my point? Okay, so I'm going to compare these two strings. So this is str1 and this is str2 here. Okay, so read the two strings. Then what I will do, I'll find out the length of the strings here. So using the function, inbuilt function str length string 1, str len string 2. So those values are stored into these variables here. If I'll put a condition that if length 1 is not equal to length 2. So what is the value of length 1 and length 2 here in this case? So it is length 1 is equal to 5, length 2 is equal to 5. So India is a string which consisting of 5 characters here, right? So the value of len1 and len2 is 5 here. So I'll put a condition that what if these two doesn't matches, then obviously the strings are different here. So first we need to find out the length of the strings here, right? So I'll put a condition that if length 1 is not equal to length 2, if both are different, then strings are different. Obviously strings are different. Else I'm going to compare the each strings using the for loop. Okay, let us understand how we are going to compare the two strings without using the inbuilt function here. So for I is equal to 0, I'll initialize I is equal to 0. Then str1 of 0, I is equal to 0. So what is the str of 0, that is I here, is not equal to null here. So as we know that the end of the strings which is indicated by the null character. So when it comes to at the end of the string, then we are going to stop this what the comparison here. So hence I include what str1 of 0 not equal to 0. Then the condition satisfies because it is a I, right? Then if str1 of 0 not equal to str of 0, right? So this is a string 1 and this is the string 2 here, string 1 and string 2. If the first character, right? So the first character will be stored it as what str1 of 0 is equal to I here. Likewise str2 of 0 is equal to I in this case. If they are not equal, if these two are not equal, then what I will do, strings are different here. Getting my point, right? Then using the function called getch to check out this display message, then I'll use the another function called exit0. If the first character itself it is not matching, then obviously we need to exit from this program here. So exit function is a function which will exit from the execution of the program here. So here I need to stop the comparison, right? So I need to exit from this program itself. So I'll use exit here. Okay. So in this condition is not satisfied because both are same here. So the loop continues. Now the increment the value of I is 1, string 1 of 1 not equal to null. Yes, obviously, because it is n here. then it will compare the string 1 and string 2 of the second position, right? So both are equal, then there is no question of going here, right? Again increment the value of I becomes 2 here, then the second position of the string 1 is D as well as the string 2 is also D, then fourth position is A, right? So equal here. Now when the I value becomes what, 5, okay, I is equal to 5, string 1 of 5, so obviously, so at this end of the string, so there will be a null character, right? So as we know that the end of the string is the null character, so the condition satisfies, come out from this loop, then printf the strings are same or equal here. Getting my point? So this is how we are going to compare the two strings without using the inbuilt function strcmp here. Okay, thank you for watching this video.